Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. I have a review request from a player over on the North American server. He's Platinum 4. This is a Warwick game of his. It is a loss. Why do you want me to review this game specifically? He says the only thing I really got out of this game was not to 2v2 coin flip gank top, especially since my top set was lower than the Riven. The rest of the game I spent scared of Xin Zhao and didn't really know what to do since I was scared of encountering Xin. So it sounds like the gank fails pretty hardcore top, and you just need to avoid Xin. Which lane did you identify as your win condition in the early game? He says, I felt like I could snowball top and win the 2v2 early, so I did. Red, blue, gromp top. Looking back at it, I should have ganked set. I shouldn't have ganked set since it was like, okay, so this is we'll definitely focus on this gank. Talk about how we could have prevented it. Let's start with your Warwick runes. Let me go your vision first. Okay, so press the attack, very standard. I think this best synergizes with Warwick's kit. Triumph, always go this in the second tree. Alright, so you go Alacrity. Always, before you go Alacrity, always be looking first in champ select. How much CC does the enemy team have? I see a Fiddle almost instantly taking Tenacity. It's just like Fiddle's entire kit is getting that fear off. If you can nullify that as much as possible, especially as a melee champ like Warwick, so crucial. I mean, you've got, Riven stun, Valkor's like knock up and stuff and slows. I think Tenacity is so key to go this game, and then you can go. You can freely go Ninja Tarbs. I don't think it's enough to warrant Merc Treads. I think the Tenacity enough from Legend Tenacity is enough from that. You go Last Stand here. Okay, every time I look at Last Stand, yes, it works really well on Warwick, but I just think that there's just not enough melee. Like, yes, you're versing two melee champs here, and they're pretty squishy. I think coup de grace is the way to go this game, and I would really be looking to gank bot. Purely because, and this is, jumping into win condition already, going from coup de grace, because I have a Morgana Misfortune bot lane. This is a very bully heavy lane with Misfortune. If you can shut down this Lucian and Fiddle, make them very vulnerable, and you can just dive them with your ult, that is like the ideal scenario, and coup de grace will help you do that. You talk about looking to gank them top. I think this is okay. It's not too bad. It is definitely a vulnerable matchup. Getting Rivens behind is good. But I think it's more worth, just because of the fact you have Morgana CC and Morgana Black Shield as well for the fear on Fiddle. Like, Fiddle is such a free kill. So that would be my idea. Let's go quickly back to runes again. You go Domination Tree in the second tree. I only ever go Domination Tree on Warwick if I'm versing like a lot of melee champs, and I at least have I'm versing like at least one like tank or like two tanks. So, but because I would never take Eyeball Collection. Go Cheap Shot and Relentless Hunter. That is the best for that. I think that the way better move here is to go Water Walking and Nimbus Cloak. Nimbus Cloak can really help you just close distance on ganks and get in melee range so you can get that fear off, which is really important. Using it off your smite. I just think it's so effective. Like, I mean, when I talk about going Domination Tree second, I actually go that very rarely, like 10-20% of the games. I think Water Walking and Nimbus Cloak go 80% of the games on Warwick, especially against this very squishy bot lane. And again, you want to be able to get on these range champs as easily as possible. And then you go attack speed, AD armor. This is fine. Alright, so let's jump into the early game. It sounds like you start red buff and you're looking to get this set ahead. Alright, Xin Zhao walks in here and you get the kill. Alright, you don't get first blood, but you've got a kill. This is so good for you for snowballing. How much gold do you have? You have 320 gold. Okay, you actually shouldn't base and buy boots. Nah, huge mistake here. Tiamat is the snowball item. Like, sure, it sort of sucks that you're not going to be able to base. Like, boots isn't really going to do much for you. But you know what's going to do a lot more for you is getting like a 4 or 5 minute, like a 4-minute Tiamat, and then just power farming through the jungle, snowballing. Like, Xin Zhao won't be able to fight you anymore. That's what you want to do with it. Like, getting boots here really is just wasting that kill like a lot. Like, Tiamat is such an important item to get on Warwick. The earlier you can get that, the better. That is your snowball item. So I think this is a really big mistake you basing to buy that. I mean, there's just no way boots make sense there at all. Alright, so you're starting red now. Okay, so let's take a look as well. And I obviously have in my mind that gank top and that you talk about the 2v2. So this is something that you just can't, like, so let's take a look here. Like, Riven rocks up to lane. Bot lane is obviously leashing, almost like guaranteed it. He could have like faked and Xin Zhao would be soloing it, but I think that's so rare in this elo. Only in high elos people like fake buffs takes, for this reason, and also you know, junglers might solo take it. Like, most of the time, they're not going to fake it. So, yes, they're 100% started. Actually, you pinged it. You literally pinged TF blue. So, that means you know that Xin Zhao is going to be top to meet you on a gank. So, let's take a look at... Because you say set's low, so I'm just a bit confused about why you take the fight if you know Xin's here. Alright, you're literally pinging this as well. So, you know that Xin's here 100%. And you... I just don't... Alright, so... Let's look at the HP here. Like obviously Riven, he's got a health potion ticking, right? He's gonna heal up a bit. Set's like pretty low. Riven is a very dangerous, terrifying champ. He's probably not gonna hit level 3 in terms of early game skirmishes because he has so many like abilities and annoying things to deal with his Q. And what does he take? And his W. As soon as you see Xin Zhao here, yes, he does have doubles. It's just a visual bug. Like, you can't fight this. See, there's no follow-up with this E. Like, so this makes sense why you will die here. And then you're going to get double killed. So, you shouldn't have taken that fight. You even said it yourself. And this is just, like, I mean, you saw Xin Zhao. You knew where he started. You just can't get sloppy with this in terms of... Never get sloppy with thinking, like, can I, like, gank this? Or, like, feeling you're pressured to gank just because you're there. Like, that's a trap that I see lower elo junglers always go into. It's like, well, like, I'm here, like, I might as well gank versus being disciplined, knowing to just back off. You knew that Xin Zhao started blue, so he's going to be able to meet you on, you know, top here. Just like, and in general, always try and track the enemy junglers where they start. Like, never get sloppy with something like that. And now Set's TP'd and it's forced out. Alright, so, still can't buy teammate, obviously. You're going to lose top Rift Scuttler, so yeah, let's just go take his bot Rift Scuttler. Is bot gankable? Maybe. If they commit to a wave, I think this actually might be gankable. Okay, you use Sweeper here, you get seen. I actually potentially think it's worth to literally just, like, sweep and just literally just run on top of them. Like, Fiddle's in this brush. If Morgana walks up, you, like, come here. Oh, this is where Flash would be really ideal. E into Morgana Q. So you could have kept running, I reckon. Imagine if you just kept running. But it's okay, I guess. Now you really just need to farm, I think. You're starting to fall very far behind. You can potentially go for a regank here. If Fiddle walks up. Oh, let's go for it. No, you wait. You start a step. Oh, and then it becomes obvious because Morgana walks up. So yeah, a bit of a misplay on these ganks, I think. Maybe you could have pulled them off or at least burned some flashes. But yeah, you're wasting a lot of time here. The thing here is you're level 3 at, like, you know, coming up 4. Actually, I mean, you're level 4 now, but yeah, you just really need to start farming up. So what we want to be doing now is just clearing raptors, wolves. You just need to power farm. You need to get your Tiamat. It's such a core item. But you're actually going to need to base because you don't have enough mana here. And this is the downside of not getting getting Tiamat. Like, on this base, you would have bought Tiamat. You buy Doran's Blade. Okay, definitely don't buy it. I've seen this sometimes with junglers. I don't fully understand the Doran's Blade buy. Especially when, like, this is going to set you even further behind in your build. Don't only go Doran's Blade. Let's say if you, I think, have an insanely good early game and you want to keep pressure and snowballing. I think it's a very cheesy thing, and I just don't recommend going Doran's Blade, like, really ever. Just getting your jungle item Tiamat is just way more important. Alright, so why you go bot side here? Obviously because Zin's top and you're thinking he's taking your camps, but there's really nothing for you to do bot. Like, Zin's probably has time. You don't know where he is right now. He probably has time to go to Dragon. You have mid priority. Vlad's level 5. There's no way you can gank this guy. You don't have enough damage. You literally have just boots and, like, a longsword on Doran's Blade. Bots push in, so you can't really do Dragon. Yeah, I mean, doing Dragon with a Vel'Koz with mid priority, like, he can just ult you. It's very dangerous. So yeah, I think you've wasted a bit of time here. Oh, now your bot lane dies. Alright, clear Krugs. I just need you to clear your full topside jungle camps. Val dies mid. Xin Zhao actually takes Dragon here. You go defend mid. Alright, well that's a positive sign. Set kills Riven. Xin Zhao shows top. I don't think you're going to be able to contest this with Scuttler. I'll just go... I would base, get your Tiamat, ASAP, clear your Krugs, clear your Raptors, maybe look to gank bot. Actually, maybe just literally try and gank bot out of base since they're pushed up. I think it's a huge waste of time ganking, trying to take Rift Scuttler here, like Zin's here, and top has priority. Yeah, you're going to need to back off. Don't waste time. Be efficient. Base in. Going to get your Tiamat at 9 minutes 30, given that you still have that early kill. Level 6 now. This is 3 level ahead Volkos with both summoners. I think it's a waste of time to even look on him. Morgana dies bot. Yeah, this game's looking pretty grim. Alright, maybe we can kill Xin here, but you're just going to have to base. Alright, there's no way you can come in here and do anything. You're just going to die, and you literally just die to Volkos. Like, you have no ult, you're too low HP. Warwick is a pure melee champ. You're not going to be able to do anything. So this is where I'm going to end the review. I mean, obviously, you know, it sort of sucks. Your team, obviously, you know, didn't too hot in the lane phase. But, I mean, you just can't afford to do that sort of stuff. Because then your entire carry potential as a jungler is gone. You know, you give a double kills in top. And then, you know, you waste a bunch of time bot. Sort of not, you know, efficient. And, I mean, the biggest thing here is you should have bought Tiamat. And saved it. Like, that would have really helped you in the early stages of the game. So yeah, this is just something to not, you know, sort of get sloppy on. I think that's the big takeaway. It's like you knew that he was there. You know, just understand your 2v2. It's a Riven. Riven's very strong. Xin Zhao's very strong in 2v2. Set was low health. You committed with Flash, even though Set couldn't follow. You have to be disciplined in your gameplay. Be comfortable with leaving ganks. Just be like, oh, well, like he's here. I'm just going to back off. We know that Xin Zhao's here. I'm just going to go back to clearing my wolves, or like just basing and going bot side. Just give top Rift Scuttler and go bot Scuttler. You know, maybe try and counter jungler's wolves or something like that on the other side of the map. So you can check out my full notes from this review over on my blog, nathanmott.gg. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.